Rashford's Barcelona brilliance sinks spirited Newcastle at St. James Park on a cool European night at St. James Park. Marcus Rashford rediscovered the magic that once made him one of England's brightest stars. The Manchester United Loney, wearing the Barcelona colours for the first time in the Champions League, delivered 2 goals of ruthless quality to hand the Catalans a 2-1 victory over Newcastle United. The stage was perfectly set. A feverish Tyneside atmosphere. 52,000 black and white scarves raised in expectation, and England coach Thomas Tuchel watching on from the stands. For nearly an hour, the home side held their ground. They pressed, they harried, they played with the urgency of a team desperate to make a mark on their Champions League return. But then Rashford stole the script. The breakthrough came on 58 minutes. Jules whipped in a teasing delivery, and Rashford, ghosting between defenders, met it with a precise header that left Nick Pope rooted. The roar of the traveling Barcelona fans pierced through the din of the Toon Army, silencing the stadium momentarily. 9 minutes later, the forward produced a goal of sheer artistry. Collecting the ball 20 yards from goal, Rashford unleashed a thunderous strike that cannoned in off the crossbar, a finish that blended power, accuracy, and audacity. The stadium gasped, even Newcastle's faithful momentarily acknowledging the brilliance of the moment. It was Rashford's first Champions League brace in almost 4 years, and it felt like a redemption tale in the making. For Newcastle, the night was full of what-ifs. Eddie Howe had made the bold call to leave £69 million summer signing Nick Woltemade on the bench, instead trusting Anthony Gordon in a central role. While Gordon ran tirelessly and eventually got his reward, with a well-taken goal in stoppage time sliding home Jacob Murphy's cross in front of a still-believing Gallagher end. The decision left fans questioning whether Woltemade's physical presence might have troubled Barcelona's backline earlier. Newcastle had their moments. Harvey Barnes squandered a gilt-edged chance in the first half when played through by Anthony Alonso, while Tino Asbro, present in the stands and evoking memories of his famous hat-trick against Barcelona in 1997, watched on with a knowing smile. But this time, history would not repeat itself. Barcelona, even without the prodigious Lamine Yamal, flexed their depth. Rafinha buzzed with intent, Frankie de Jong orchestrated midfield control, and Pedri oozed calmness in possession. Yet it was Rashford who turned the tide, his name echoing across the stadium as he left the pitch to a standing ovation from the traveling supporters. For Newcastle, there was pride in the fight but pain in the result. For Barcelona, there was joy and perhaps a whisper of destiny. Rashford's performance was more than a victory. It was a statement! To Tuchel, 2 doubters back in Manchester, and to Europe. The boy from Wythenshawe still has the big stage in his veins.